What's up guys, welcome back to the channel. It's me, Kegan, of course. And in today's video, we're gonna be judging rich people that have absolutely no taste. So I was thinking we could start this video off by going on a few websites that show stuff that millionaires have bought, but for them it would be pretty much on the cheap side. Clothes, cars, anything like that. And after we go on the website that shows the clothes and the cars, we can move on to the more extreme expensive stuff like houses, yachts, even though they're all ugly. So to start out, we look up millionaires with no taste. And as you guys can tell, this website pops up. It's the Gentleman Journal. I've never really heard of them before, but it shows 5 millionaires that have bought ridiculously stupid things, and we're gonna go through them. So the first thing on this list is this guy right here and his gold shirt. Pakchan Khar, I'm sorry, I don't know how to say his name at all. And his 127,000 pound gold shirt. Like, look at this, guys. Look at his gold shirt. That is ridiculous. Like, there's no way the whole thing's just made out of gold. There has to be some type of fabric with it, because I don't know how they would just make a solid gold shirt. I'm not even gonna lie, it kind of does look stupid. Like, that's just my opinion at least, but I feel like they could have done a different design on it with the gold or something, not just lines. I feel like that's kind of just boring. And for 127,000 pounds, like, I don't know what that converts to US money, but either way, that's a lot of money that I probably would never spend on just one shirt. The second thing on this list, it's from Alfonso Sorrentino. I'm not sure if I'm saying that. I'm probably not saying that name right either, but it's okay. I'm sorry. The former New York Yankee player purchased this monstrosity in 2009, reportedly spending over $100,000 on this monster vehicle. He eventually made the right choice in putting it up for sale on eBay just a few years later. So we're going to take a closer look at this, and this is what it looks like. Honestly, in my opinion, I don't really like it. I don't really like the color on it or pretty much anything, but that's just my opinion. The person who bought this was a former baseball player, and they must have made a ton of money just playing baseball because they could afford a $100,000 Hummer, which is just kind of crazy. But what shocks me more than just the $100,000 is he eventually made the right choice in putting it up for sale on eBay. Like, people actually sell cars on eBay. I wonder if he tried to do an auction on it. Like, he started the whole thing at $1 just to see how high it would go up, because that could be kind of funny. I just don't think if I had $100,000 I would buy that car. I might buy a different car. And honestly guys, if you had $100,000, would you buy this car? Would you buy this bright blue Hummer? If you would buy it, put in the comments down below. I really want to know your guys' thoughts on this one. Moving right down to the list to number 3, we have Paris Hilton and her $325,000 dog mansion. You know, comparing this one to the last one actually wasn't that bad. $100,000 Hummer compared to this $325,000 dog mansion. Come on. It says the hotel's dog has been provided with a scale replica of the Hilton's home, meaning that I don't know those words, and all their other tasteful named friends are provided with the utmost comfort. It looks horrific. This is the picture that it shows, and as you guys can see, it really doesn't zoom in that well, so we can't see extremely detailed in it, but it looks like there's 2 dogs downstairs. I don't really know how huge this whole thing is, but for $325,000, it better be a pretty big dog house. And also, what dog needs a $325,000 dog house? Don't most dogs just live in the same house as their owner? Like, I really wonder, is this a whole separate house from the actual person's home? Like, do they have to walk across the street to go get their dog every day? Like, this is just, this seems really ridiculous to me. Anyways, moving down to number 4, we have Victoria Beckham and her 22,000 pound gold iPhone. Don't most iPhones range from like $750 to $1,500 or somewhere around that? This person really paid 22,000 pounds for a gold iPhone. What the heck? It says, Mr. Beckham is undoubtedly a very stylish man. And that's the picture they show of him. Really stylish, I guess, but okay. Often embracing the look of unstable gentleman with aplomb. His wife, however, doesn't seem to be quite on the same page. Garlish gold iPhone polished spice hasn't quite got the memo. So at the very beginning of this paragraph, they were talking about the husband for some reason. I'm not really sure why, but the whole thing was this is actually his wife that actually bought the 22,000 pound gold iPhone. Do we know why? No. From the picture they show, it pretty much looks like a normal iPhone, but I guess if you have the money and you want to buy something like that, I guess you can. And moving on to the very final thing on this list, it is Marquise Daniels and his self-modeled necklace. And it describes it as the former Boston Celtics player commissioned his necklace on his own image, which bears the woefully vague resemblance of its owner. Compared to porcelain eyes and black diamond chain dreadlocks, along with 1,300 grams of white Lognig diamonds, I think I'm saying that right, I'm not really sure, and 14 karat gold, this piece of jewelry is just awful. There is there's narcissism, and then there's Marquise Daniels. The thing I find craziest about this right here, this simple necklace, is it doesn't say its price at all. So this could be a $500,000, $1 million necklace, $13 million necklace. We don't know because it doesn't give us any idea at all. If anybody has any idea how much this is or finds it somewhere else online on how much it is, make sure to drop it down in the comments below because I'm not sure at all. And not gonna lie guys, I really like the gold chain I have, you guys have seen before, and the simple necklaces that I have, but I would not wear that at all. Like, that's the image they show us and it just doesn't seem like a type of chain I would wear at least. So as you guys just saw, that was the first list I wanted to show you guys. And I would say most of those things on that list, there was only 5 things, but most of those things were pretty ridiculous for pretty much anyone to have. Like, I understand some people are gonna think if you have money, you can pretty much buy or do whatever you want. And to a degree, that does make sense. If you want to buy your dog its own mansion, I guess if you have the money, go ahead. But I just feel like people could be using that kind of money for so many better things in the world. If you guys had millions and millions of dollars, would you guys buy your dog a mansion? Because I probably wouldn't, because my dog would probably still be living the same. But anyways, we need to move on to the houses now. And what you guys are about to see is kind of pretty much all just straight comedy, but it's from Business Insider, so it's going to be good. Like I said, it's from Business Insider, and we scroll down and the title of the whole article is an architecture expert reveals 19 of the ugliest McMansions in America. If you guys don't know what McMansion is, it's pretty much a website or vlog type of thing where they pretty much make fun of houses. So you know this is going to be really good. Here's one of the mansions they're making fun of. You guys can tell it was built in 2011 and there's just a bunch of arrows and words everywhere. My first thoughts of this house is it honestly doesn't look too bad. Without all the arrows and words, I feel like it looks pretty decent. But then we start reading everything they wrote. It says ha, and we zoom in there and it looks like one of the windows actually might be broken where the arrow is right here, you guys can see. And then they go on to another part of the house. But what about the second entranceway? Which honestly, that is kind of weird because it doesn't look like there's any type of garage or anything over there. So I don't know why you would need a second entrance. I think this is the funniest one right here. It's a fake balcony. Like, there's literally not an entrance to that balcony at all unless one of those little window seals open up, which it doesn't look like they do at all. So I think that's pretty funny. And they really called out, you guys can see the car in the driveway, they really put on top of it SUV. Like, are they calling them out for that too? Because like they could afford this huge mansion but they couldn't afford a Lamborghini or a Ferrari or something like that. I think they're calling them out with that too. My thoughts on the house we just saw, if somebody wanted to give that to me for free, I would take it, but we don't know the official price or how much it's worth. Sadly, they don't show that, or they don't show the inside of the house. But after they called out all the mistakes just on the outside, and I'm only rating the outside of the house, I honestly give this a 6.5 out of 10. If I got the house, I would have to make some changes to it just because like there's a fake balcony, guys. Like, there's literally a fake balcony, which makes no sense at all. But anyways, I think we should move on to the next house. The next house we're looking at is in Texas. And looking at the house without looking at all the negative stuff they call out on the house, it honestly looks like a really relaxing property and house just overall. But then you look at all the stuff they call out with all the arrows and everything, and they kind of do have a point. This Pringle can of shame, this area does kind of look like a can of Pringles. I don't know if I would want my house looking like that. They don't understand what is going on here. They just look like simple windows to me, so I don't really understand that. I don't feel like there's a real problem with that, but whatever, they do. With this right here, they're wondering, is it a room? I could see that maybe being a bathroom window high up. Maybe I'm wrong on that, but I could see that being possible. Over here, they have a wee peephole, which honestly, that could be a upstairs bathroom. I'm not sure. I'm just throwing out possibilities. That's my thoughts. And then of course, a massive car hole. So it looks like whoever made this doesn't like big garages, I'm gonna guess, because massive car hole, like it's all in capital and everything. I don't really see a problem with that either. My rating for this house, I'm gonna have to give it a solid 8. Like, yes, part of the house does look like a can of Pringles, but I like this one so much more than the last one. Like, this one just looks like a vacation house to me. And the final mansion we're gonna look at is this one right here. Built in 2016, really not 1995. I don't really understand that. I think they're calling the house out like it looks like it's older than it should be, even though it was built in 2016. And it really doesn't look like a mansion to me. Like, that's my first thoughts on this. It doesn't really look like a mansion at all. But we're gonna go through their negative stuff real fast. It has explained right here, like it has random roof spots right here, which doesn't make any sense at all. Like, why would you even have that? Like, don't even have that bottom line at all. They say these windows are not centered up range. I'm not really sure on that because I can't really go out and measure that at all, so they look fine to me. But overall, this house doesn't look too bad. I wouldn't call it a mansion. I think that's a really big downfall on that. I don't know why it was on a mansion website where they talk about mansions when I don't think it's a mansion at all. I'm gonna give this house a solid 5 out of 10. Not my favorite. I wouldn't say it's a bad house though. But that was all the stupid, ridiculously expensive clothes, cars, and houses we're gonna look at today. So I'm gonna end the video off right here. As I'm making this video right now, we have 1,993 subscribers. We're almost at 2K. So if you are new here at all and you are not subscribed, make sure to subscribe. In the video after this, you guys will see my reaction to hitting 2,000 subscribers. And if we do hit 2,000 subscribers before this video does come out, I just want to say thank you guys so much. I appreciate every single one of you guys. But everyone, make sure to drop this emoji down below. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.